All right, we are live. Let me get onto YouTube, check out the pop-out chat. Be back shortly. Hopefully my friends in Western Canada, like Mr. Pender, can come on board because they should be up by now. It's what, 9:30 their time? All right, let me get on this chat here. Hold on, give me a minute. Because they should be up by now. It's what, 9:30 their time? All right, let me get on this chat here. Hold on, give me a minute. Because they should be up by now. It's what, 9:30 their time? All right, let me get on this chat here. Hold on, give me a minute. Because they should be up by now. All right, we call it the pop out, and we'll see who we get. Mr. Faust is up. And normally I hear from all my Canadian friends that tell me the timing's not right, so I figured try it now. The timing is right. Maybe Pate will join us. Let me throw in the link. Let's see. There's the link. Mike is there. Lucky 7. What's going on, Mike? Jason just replied to me about Honda dipsticks. Hopefully he's not turning them in, which is a bad thing. We'll see. Anywho, what's going on? You at work, Mike? I just got back from giving blood, so I'm down a pint. That's okay. We'll see who shows up. Usually my Western Canadian friends tell me my chat is a little too early from them. So hopefully Bruce Pender and Candy Scrapping and some of those other guys in Canada can chime in. Ali Mack, any of my friends in Europe can chime in. See what happens. Oh, man. Hot here today. It's going to be 85, they said. What's it like up there, Mike? They said it's going to be a real hot day. I know James will say it was 80s yesterday in Indiana. So we'll see what happens today. Yesterday, I got this taken care of. And my barber, 78-year-old Dominic from Italy, he was a little concerned about COVID, so he wanted me to wear a mask. And I said, how are you supposed to take off my beard if you got a mask on? So if I have a mask on. So anyway, he did it. So we got the summer cut now, 76. Yeah, it's about what it is here, almost 80. It's pretty warm. The sun's warm today. It's an actual real warm day. Nice day, beautiful day. They said showers later. We had some showers this morning too. So that's not too bad. Anyone that wants to come up, the stream is there. I just had lunch, so I figured, hey, it's one of my Fridays off, so why not go on? Hopefully trying to catch some of my friends that aren't up when I do my Sunday stream at 9 in the morning. I know some of the Canadian people in the Western Canada were complaining they're not up at 6 or 7 in the morning. So I figured, let me go on now. Maybe some of the guys will chime in. Who knows? Maybe not. Maybe people are working. That's possible too. Feels nice to have the haircut though and the shave. So it'd been about almost 2 months, 8 weeks, 7 weeks. Been a while. You got anything going on in the shop today, Mike? Any rigs or big trucks or anything you're working on, or are you just hanging out? It's funny, we went from having the heat on like a week ago and snow and everything else. Now we're going to have the central air on this afternoon. Crazy. There is no spring anymore. It's winter, summer. There is no spring. Now, I was talking to Pate on one of his videos. He was doing a pressure washer and he had a Honda. And I know for a fact, Hondas, you're not supposed to screw in the dipstick, just like a Kawasaki or most Kohlers. They say just rest it on it. I actually turn it in reverse until that first thread clicks, and then I check it. Because if you screw it in, you're going to think you have more oil than you do. So most Hondas and Chondas and Cowies and Kohlers, you do not screw in the dipstick. You will short yourself oil, and if you're on a incline, you're going to blow that engine. So make sure you check it the right way. There's Snobby. What's going on? Yeah, I guess Snobby, it's actually dinner time your way, right? Yeah, it's probably 1, 5, 6 o'clock over there. It's all right. What's going on? Uh-oh. Rejected your comment. Uh-oh. I tried to post a link. It says YouTube rejected your comment. What does that mean? That's weird. Oh, it says very common when sharing a link. You may need to share the link another way. Well, I just shared it again and it worked. So, anywho, what are you up to, Snobby? Anything? Any good pickings today? It's Friday. I don't know if Friday is a good day for pickings. I know usually Friday's a big dump and trash day for my area. People leave stuff on the curb, figuring people are going to do scavenging on Fridays and on the weekend. So we'll see. More cars today. I was surprised. More cars on the road today than usual. So, anywho, nobody wants to come in the chat. Briggs and Strap all day, 11. That's what, mainly for the aluminum, Snob? For the aluminum block and everything? How far you got to break them down, though? You just drain out all the oil and have the block in the head so you can get the aluminum scrap? Yeah, because I'm trying to think what else is there. Yeah, it probably isn't too much left on it. The valves are steel or iron. Pistons aluminum. Rings are iron. Connecting rods aluminum. Yeah, you get a little bit. Is Dusty helping you, or are you on your own today? No oil. Yep. So easy. Yep. Definitely easy without oil. That's for sure. Boy. Anybody on? Who's going on tonight, Snob? Is that you tonight? Who's on Friday night? I was on Allie's last night, Allie Mac. I'm trying to think who's going on tonight. I know the weekend is your wife and Mick. I think Friday night. Isn't Friday you? Yeah. What time's yours, Snob? It's now what, quarter to 1 my time. How many hours? You should be going on what, another 2 hours or something? I guess when I was on Allie's last night, I missed Ian. Ian was on, I missed him. I saw Scotty. I saw some of the other guys. 8 p.m. So that would be 2 p.m. my time. So in another, hour and 15 minutes, it looks like. So it's what, 6:45 there now? I'll definitely chime in, see what's going on. I figured there'd be more people here today. I think all we got right now is James and Snobby. I'm finally fixing the 2 front tires on my little snapper rear engine rider. For the past 6 months or year even, I've had to take a ratchet strap, grab the bead on the tire, pump it up because it's got small sidewall dry rot. It will leak out and then break the bead. Those little teeny tires, like 3.5, they're little ones. But what a pain in the butt. So today I broke down. I think my dealer has the tires for like $20 a piece. I said, you know what? Throw in new tires. So I'm going to put new tubeless tires on them. And that way every weekend when I go cut Mom's house, I don't have to worry about ratchet strapping my tire beads and airing them up. That'll have save me a lot of time. 2.25. Oh, 2.25. 2.25. So 3. Oh, okay. So you're 5 hours. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're 5 hours difference from me. Okay. Yeah, 6 hours I think is Scotland or further out. Okay. All right. So 3 o'clock. You got the little ones, Mike, These are those little ones, the 410, 3.5, 410, something like that. Those little teeny ones on the front. So I'll just be honest with you. For what this guy charges, my local guy, L&R Power Equipment, Monroe, Connecticut, love these guys. For what he charges me to mount a tire or dismount, you know what? He can do it. It's, he's got, I don't know if he's just got the machinery or he just has the wherewithal from doing it for 40 years. But you know what? Busted knuckles doing that. Nah, let someone else do it. Hey, there he is. Hey, Matt, rumor has it you might be taking a road trip. Is that true? Yeah, fresh as a daisy. I tell you, it feels good, though. It's hot today. Hot. Must be way hot up your way, Maddie, because you're usually about 5 degrees warmer than me. It's about 76, 77 here. It's probably in the 80s by you. But it's supposed to be a hot day and a hot weekend. Like I said, it went from winter to summer. No spring. Went from cool, cold to hot. So, yeah, it's definitely warm. Well, hopefully it'll help out with the COVID virus. They said warm temperatures will kill a lot of it. So, hopefully. I was just at the hospital giving blood. My temperature was good. Everything was good. But, still they're screening everybody as you walk in, and hey, it is what it is. See what happens. But did you sell that 346, Matt? The one you were working on yesterday? I know you had a couple interested parties in that thing. Was it just the cases, or did you sell anything else? Yeah, Mike, we could go on forever about that. You get a guy who stubs his toe, hits his head, and dies of a head injury, and they put COVID on the death certificate. But that's the way it is. That's Congress, and that's the way they're handling this whole stupid thing. But Ben Milbob? Oh, build. Oh, that's cool. All right. I thought that was just going to be cases. How about the 181? It's funny, though, if you just have a set of cases and you don't have anything else, you could spend a fortune piecing that stuff together. I looked at some of the prices on some of the older parts, and my God, they're crazy prices. Ridiculous. There's the link if anyone wants to join. I'm just coming on because I figured some of my Canadian friends that are 3 hours behind us, if they want to come on, they're welcome to. They always say that I'm a little bit early on Sunday morning, and they don't want to get up early. So maybe Bruce Pender and some of my other buddies out there in Canada, if they want to chime in, feel free. I'll be on, I don't know, half hour, depends if we get some good conversation going. I don't know, Matt. I think you have some competition in Will G. This kid is like a machine. It's like every day he's posting on Facebook and all other, Instagram or whatever. He is doing tons of stuff. He is really busy, that kid. But it's good, though. It's good to see people, younger people getting into it. 6:30 freedom of speech, 6:30 our time. Okay. That's doable. Any giveaways, Mike? How you making out with your what is it? I don't know, you call it your fan club? I don't know. What do you want to call it? Your paid, whatever the heck it is. How's that making out? You doing all right with that? Matthew needs a timeout. Oh, you know what? I got the other chat in. Let me click the other. There we go. That's better. Saturday giveaway. Yeah. Well, good thing you told me about the 5-second rule now, James. I was unaware that we had 5 seconds to renege on full banishment. So that'll work out if I make that mistake, Who's that? Roy! There's Roy, my favorite spark plug technician. How you doing, Roy? What's going on, brother? How are you? Hopefully all is well. BS, Brandon is here. Hey, Brandon, welcome. Good afternoon. Actually, I think it's still morning in Texas. It's almost 1 o'clock here in Connecticut, so it's afternoon here. And it's evening where, oh, look at this. We got Harry Potter. Good afternoon, Harry. What's going on? Hopefully all is well over there in the UK. Excuse me. I cleaned up my act a little bit. Hopefully people recognize who I am and don't change the channel. Waiting to see this bearded wonder. I'm not there anymore. Here's my buddy. Right.
Mr. Torch Man.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah, I'm good. You?
Yeah, too bad. What are you working on? Anything good?
I've just actually finished a Troy, another Troy one I had, which I got once again for nothing.
Push mower?
It's a 200. Yeah, no, self-propelled.
Oh.
Yeah, it's got a Briggs in. It's got that one of those plastic carburetors you don't like.
Yeah. Well, no. It's not that I don't like them. It's just that on those EX engines, I see a lot of times, the fuel lines are breaking down. You're getting stuck needles in seats. You're getting, just little stuff. They're very simple to work on. I love how to work on them. 2 screws and you pull the bowl off and there you go. There's nothing to it. I mean, they're very easy to work on. Yeah,
it looks like new now anyway. So,
do you have the one with the primer bulb or no primer bulb?
No primer.
Okay, that's the E version. I think the EX has the primer bulb. But like I said, they're decent engines. Don't get me wrong. It's just that carburetor, I don't know. It just seems when people bring them to me, there's always an issue with those. Simple fixes, nothing major. You got 2 fixes on those: the torch plug and a carburetor. So
I'll tell you what. I actually got this for nothing, right? And it's got a torch plug on it.
You know what? I'll be honest with you. I've had probably, 30 or 40 with the torch plugs. And out of those 30, 40, honestly, 25 to 30 of them wouldn't run with the torch plug. And I'll be honest with you, Roy, I could take the plug out. It's not running. Put it in something else 10 minutes later, it runs. There's no rhyme or reason about it. I don't know what the story is.
I don't know what it is with me with torch plugs in it. I'm just very lucky with them.
Maybe when they're exported to the U.S., something happens. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, they send all the crap over there.
I'll tell you, I've seen them. They give them away in those Amazon kits when you spend, $12 on that kit that gives you 150 parts for a weed whacker, So
yeah.
But
well, I'm done. I'm done for the day now. It's still lovely, hot and sunshine outside here. Look.
What about 6 o'clock, Roy?
No, it is actually. 5 to 6.
It's hot here. It's going to be 80s today. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, it's weird. Winter, summer, no spring. There's just winter, summer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I'll just relaxing there with a can of beer.
There you go. What kind of beer? Anything good? Anything we'd recognize?
It's a Spanish beer.
Oh, hold on. Let me zoom you in. Wait a minute. Ooh. San Miguel. Yeah, that's it's popular in the U.S. I've had that. Yep. When I was a young
it's quite nice.
When I was a young lad, I collected beer cans back in the mid '70s, and it was whenever we had a foreign can, it was like ooh, like in. Oh, you probably remember because you're about my age. Remember Tennant? Yeah. Remember Tennant with Penny?
Yeah,
all the cans with Penny on it.
We got Tennant's Extra.
But remember the Penny cans with the girl named Penny, the model that was on all the cans years ago? You remember that?
Oh no, I don't. No, I don't remember that. No.
Penny in the '70s, and she was like in a bikini, and she was on all the Tennant's Lager cans. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll see if I can get a picture and I'll post one. But it was called Tennant's Lager. But then we had Dinkelacker. That was a popular one here. The big brown cans they're probably about a foot tall, and you'd have to buy a little pump. You'd have to buy a pump to get it in there.
You put me backstage.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm still learning this StreamYard thing. Hold on. There we go. But yeah, when I collected beer cans, there was all kinds of stuff. But from England, like I said, Tennant was popular. Grolsch, I think that's Ireland though. Grolsch. They used to have a bottle with a metal fastening system. Yeah, it was pretty cool. So it
Yeah,
was cool.
yeah.
I mean, when you're younger collecting cans, no one wanted to give you beer because you were 14 years old. So, but we'd open them from the bottom with a like an awl or a nail and get the beer out that way. So the pull tab would stay intact and the can was worth more that way. So,
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
So why didn't you just keep the beer with the beer in it?
No, I mean, put it this way: my shelves would have weighed 3 tons. By the time I probably had about 4,000 cans. But every time we
but the beer might have been worth more. People might have wanted to taste it, even though it's gone off.
Years ago, the linings on the can weren't that good, and they would actually deteriorate over time.
Oh, would they? Right.
Yeah. There's one of the guys on my stream sometimes, Craig Timmons. The company he works for, PPG, they actually make the coating that goes inside like Coke, Pepsi, Campbell Soup, all the different cans. There's actually a spray-on coating to keep everything safe, and he actually makes the paint or powder or whatever it is that goes inside these cans. So pretty interesting.
Yeah.
But
surprising how much work actually goes into a can of beer, doesn't it? I'm
telling you. But I remember years ago, you used to use the church key openers, remember? To open up the old flat tops. Yep. I remember that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, when I was a kid, we all carried one of those church key openers on our belt, So
yeah,
even
that's it.
Soda pop. Yeah.
Hello. There's the wife's come out to say hello.
Hello.
That's Dizzy Dye.
Hello, America.
Do you need me on mute for a minute?
No.
All right.
Anywho, who else is coming up? Come on, you got Roy. He's a star here. Who else is coming up to talk?
No one?
Where's Mick?
Mick
should be around.
Oh, Mick's Mowers?
Yeah, Mick should be around, or Ian, or some of those guys. I just missed Ian yesterday on the stream.
Oh, did you? So I'm just looking. Oh, Mick, Mike's here. Lucky Mud. So,
Mike's here. Harry Potter's here. Hagrid.
Yeah. Hello, Mike. So I can't see the chat at the moment. Well, I didn't because I'm using my mobile phone. So, Hagrid. Hello, Hagrid. I'm just looking at the chat at the moment. Yeah, Brandon. Hello, mate. Nice to see you.
Hey, Potter. Harry.
Sparky's here.
Oh, Sparky's here? Oh, yeah.
Sparky's here.
Oh, yeah. I just see him. Yep. Hey, Sparky.
I was going to have me dinner, but it's not ready yet.
What do you have? Anything good?
Oh, takeaway tonight. I think Chinese tonight.
That's all right.
Oh, not Chinese. Curry tonight.
Oh, that's okay. Indian. That's good.
Yeah. Not yet. That's a good answer, isn't it?
Hey, when I say
the wife said, "What time's dinner?" And I said, "Not yet."
No, when people ask me if I say what's for dinner, I say what's good. You got to say everything's good. So,
yeah, that's it. Yeah, yeah. Whatever's put on your plate is good enough.
I tell you, growing up, we never had leftovers. My mother would make just enough for the 5 of us, and basically the dishes were almost clean after you were done. So, no, I got married, and it's like leftovers every day. It's like, oh my God, that's how spoiled we are when it comes to food, So, I remember growing up, a little teeny can of corn, a little teeny can was good for 5 people. Now we get the big can like this for 3 people. Crazy, That's why we're all like this. A couple extra LBs there. It's funny. Every time I went to the hospital today to give blood, and they measure you in metric, so I never know what the heck it is. I stood on a scale and it said 266, and I said that's pounds though, because I had my shoes, my safety shoes, and phones, and this and that. Because I'm pushing probably 260. About 6 foot, a little more, about 260. So decent sized guy. But,
I'm about 87, 88 kilos.
What is that? And that times 2.24. What is that?
I ain't got a clue. Pass.
Well, normally they have it in metric because when they want to do blood work and stuff like that, they want to make sure they know how much they can draw, this, that, and the other thing, or if they want to give you fluid. But normally it's in centimeters, and this time it was pounds. It wasn't kilograms. Weird. But anyway.
Yeah, my scales have only got kilograms, so I can't work it out.
Oh, there's
I
Allie.
ain't worried. Oh, I know. Who?
See, Allie, where did I find the Grandmaster Voda? We got a few stars here. Hopefully some will come up. But
You don't need a few stars. You got the main star here, mate.
Well, that goes without saying, Roy, you know? Well, although if Ian chimed in, I'd have to let you go. All right.
Oh, mate. Are we talking about Lord Matthews?
Oh, yeah. I was on there one night. Hey, Sparky. I was on there one night with Ian Matthews, and he had a little couple, just a couple. We had
only a couple?
A couple, but it was just a fun evening. And I bet you I was the only one on there that didn't have a few. And we had a great time.
Are you talking about only a couple of bottles of spirit?
A few. Oh, yeah, and he goes for the good stuff, too. You and I will go for a beer. He goes for the hard stuff.
Mm. I know, he goes for the whiskey, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Hi, Al. Hi, Stubby. Hi, Dusty. Hi, Lucky. Yeah, I see you all in there.
There's Dusty. Hello, everyone. But what's going on, Spark?
No, I'm fine. Just chilling out. The missus is just resting. Her shoulder's still playing up after the day. So, yeah.
Back to normal from your
trip? It's back to normal-ish. It's just we had to go somewhere the other day with a sister-in-law, and the car went backwards, and we was in it.
Holy cow! Did you hit anything?
Yes, a brick wall.
Holy cow!
Yeah,
who was driving?
Yeah, whose car?
No, my sister-in-law basically parked the car on the hill, engaged the it's automatic handbrake system they call it, and it failed.
Ugh.
Basically, as she got out,
electric brake systems.
Yeah, so it failed. So
what kind of car?
My sister-in-law, me, I'm Joe, and so Joe grabbed the steering wheel, trying to steer it towards the wall.
Wow!
I just screaming like head off, shouting. I just steer the steering
from the outside, like reaching in the window, or
no, she sat there, sat as a passenger.
Holy cow! What kind of car was it? We got Allie here, so you can explain the brake
system. It's a Mercedes. That's all I know. It's a Mercedes, and it was just one of them things. It was like a cartoon thing. As we went back down the hill, we got crashed into the wall. We're fine, but if we didn't steer the wheel, the hill was like that.
Holy cow!
Straight down, it would have gone straight into the main traffic. The lorries come down, everything comes down that way. We was lucky, and I just said, "I forget it. It's one of them things. It happens." She was shook up. The back bumper gone, but a friend of ours is a mechanic, and he just straightened everything out. He said, "Nothing wrong with it. It'll be fine." And it was like bloody no.
Well, at least no one got hurt. That's good. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, because I had to go and babysit a dog called Luna. She's a puppy. She's biting at the moment. Everything. She can't be left on her own. She's not allowed to. So I went across to look after it, and Joe went with a sister-in-law to sort some stuff out with the family. So yeah, it was quite funny. I found it quite hilarious personally, but I wouldn't have said that if I went down the hill, the main hill. But I did. Wow. It happens.
I know. You say that, I'm thinking of like San Francisco, where it's like, whoa, go down big hills.
It's a straight hill, and it's quite spectacular.
Wow.
So yeah. And then there's a roundabout at the bottom, and literally there's a massive like statue thing there. Yeah, you just wallop that. That's it. Yeah.
Whose wall did you hit?
A house wall. So yeah.
So was the wall damaged?
Enough. It's been sorted already.
How many meters did it travel before it hit? I mean,
I would say a good 5 meters, 5-10 meters, literally straight down.
It weren't too much and weren't too bad.
Yeah. No, but the thing is, you go if you go past that center point from the top, it's steeper. It just drops straight down, and literally was about a meter away from that.
Wow!
And literally, if it drops down to there, you can't stop it because it will just carry on.
That's one reason I'm sort of not wanting to buy a new car. Those electric parking brakes, I can't stand those, especially when you want to do a brake job. Sometimes you got to take it to the dealer to turn it off so you can release the emergency brakes.
Yeah. So they knew about it. I mean, apparently, because my brother-in-law's a firefighter, So he said he's had problems with it before. They are looking at getting rid of it soon anyway, and get it sorted, because the once or twice it's failed. It's just one of them things with electronic ones. It's just she was in a rush as well, so it doesn't help.
I know here in the U.S., if there's anything wrong with your car, safety related, the dealer has to fix it for free. So like brake,
Wow.
something like an emergency brake or emissions, anything like that, they have to fix it. Yeah. So
That's good there. That's good.
yeah.
So what have you been up to then, Ken? Anything good?
Yeah, gave some blood today, and it's hot. It's going to be 85 degrees. I got a customer who wants me to pick up a tractor for him tonight. He's going to give me a few bucks for that. So I've got 2 or 3 tractors I have to deliver tomorrow, and then I'd like to start working on something for me for a change. But you know what? You can't turn down the money, right, Roy? If it's there, it's
That's
there.
it, mate. Yeah. Yeah, if it comes in, mate, it's priority.
Yeah, nice hot weekend like this, people are going to be out there working on the gardens and lawns, and they're going to blow stuff up and come see you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had a few messages today already, so.
Yeah. Roy, do you advertise at all, or is it all word of mouth with you?
No, well, bit of both, really. I have got advertised, but I have had a lot of customage through man of word of mouth. Get it right.
Yeah.
Now, what do you have,
Which
like classified like papers and stuff online, or what do you do?
Oh yeah. I mean, I do a lot of it on Facebook Marketplace.
I like Facebook Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace seems very fast. If you have an ad or something, you put an ad out selling something, boom, you get a response in like minutes. It's crazy.
So
I do that.
Yeah. So go on, Roy. Go on.
Yeah, the where I live, they have a local fete every year, and they have a magazine on this fete. Last year, I gave them one of my cards I've got, like a business card type thing, and they photocopy it and put it into this magazine. And I'll tell you, I must have had 20, 30 calls from, and they got it from the magazine. You know, I mean, that advert cost me about 20 quid.
Oh, wow.
But out of that 20 quid, I made like 10 times more than that.
That's good.
Yeah.
I know a lot of times here we'll take business cards like in the vestibule of a diner or something, and they'll stick them on like a cork board. You know, all the different vendors around. You just stick it up there.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've got me cards up in a few local restaurants, takeaway shops, a few local pubs.
I know Terrell did a big video on starting a business about doing it, and
I saw that. Yeah,
good video. Yeah.
What was I going to say, Ken? So you're fully unlocked then, and everything's fine in your area then.
Right now, Connecticut, our governor is saying May 20th, which is next Wednesday, they're going to start to open up restaurants. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Ooh, bit early, I think.
Well, our numbers are going down. I mean, they've gone way down. Everyone's waiting for the second wave, you know.
Yeah.
So who knows? You know,
ours have gone down, but still, I don't think it's enough.
Yeah.
This afternoon, I was watching that Sky program, Sky News, and there's that scientist on it this afternoon about 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock this afternoon. It was. He was on about explaining everything. Sky, what was it called? The Sky thing, and literally he was explaining everything through the YouTube. And the R rate here at the moment is unstable. And they recommended the kids go back on the 1st of June, which is fine. But the issue is some kids go back, but the parents are refusing, and some of the teachers said it's too dangerous at the moment.
I think it is.
And he said, well, the R rate, if the R rate goes 1% more up, that's it. The lockdown's got to go back on again.
Wow.
So
I know our school is done. The school is done for the year because they were doing at-home schooling. But now it's how do you start it back up in the fall? They had an article the other day where a lot of major colleges here in the U.S. are doing full virtual college online in the fall. And it's like, wait a minute, how about these people that paid, $50,000, $60,000 a semester for room and board and the experience? Are they going to refund that? Now the colleges are saying, "Oh, we're not refunding anything. You're still going to our school." And it's like,
Yeah.
It's gonna be a
There'd
big,
be a lot of court cases for that. A lot of court cases I can see.
Yeah.
But it's like the guy was on about it today. He said if the kids go back on the first, the main wave is just finishing the main wave. Second wave's already gone into Stedius, and they reckon if we carry on with the what we're doing now. I mean, at the moment in London, they're all in the tube stations, they're in the bus service. There's all on the pictures of it.
Bad, isn't it?
I was like, whoa.
I'm sure they're all crowded too, right?
So Megabus, there's a company called Megabus I use, and it normally carries about 60 passengers, normally. And they've requested to carry on 30, normally 30, which is fine. There's not an issue. But the problem that they have at the moment is you have to pre-book your journey 3-4 months in advance just to get one of them seats.
Wow.
And it's like, nah, I don't want that. I don't want that. I mean, forget that. I'll wait for the next year till it all goes away. For now, I'm going to get back to normal-ish as possible, you know what I mean? But
give me a wait, Phil. All right. Hold on. Here comes our buddy Phil. Hold on.
Yeah. So, hello, Tom.
I think the chat I'm on, it's frozen.
Good evening, brethren. How are you?
Shut up your YouTube one. Shut up your YouTube one.
There we go. Sorry. How are you, brethren?
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm pretty average, thank you. Just beat up and dirty with full of grease, messing around with a Briggs & Stratton 3.5 tiller that needed about 16 gallons of grease to keep it moving, but we got it going.
Is that the one we talked about, Phil, with the carburetor with that kill switch mechanism?
That's the one, yeah. It's
okay.
I'm just waiting on the socket to remove the clutch.
Okay.
It's got like 2 little tags on it, and I've tried knocking it off, but I think if I hit it any harder, I'll break it.
That day with all the noise.
Cut A's took over. Mute him, Tim.
What's that, Jason?
Oh, hold on. Someone's here to pick up a repair. Hold on. I'm going to put you guys on hold.
Yeah, that was a bit loud.
Yeah. So yeah,
I was in my living room a while ago. He was on a video, and then a fire truck went by or something, and I was like, I thought it was outside my house.
Well, Ken, what time's it over yours at the moment? Because we are 6:15 UK time.
You're 5 hours later than me. It's 1:15 here.
In the morning.
No, 1:15 p.m.
Oh, I beg your pardon. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you guys are 5 hours different, so it's 6:15 p.m. your time.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Yeah. So I've had a bit of fun anyway today, messing around. I had a chap phone me back saying he got a mower off me last week. He said his boy can't start it. It's to do with I don't know. So the first question was, have you put any petrol in it? I need to go and check. I've not yet heard back.
Was the movie Sling Blade, where he's like, ain't no gas in it? Was that Sling Blade?
I was very excited.
Yep.
But wait and see if he comes back.
Yesterday. I went to get my shave and my haircut yesterday, and I had just put a new carb on a Briggs Classic, like 3.5, the old plastic carb. The new one on last year, working perfect. He goes to start it this year. Him and his wife, now they're 78, 79 years old. The key sheared, they nearly broke their arms. I go over there and I see the grip, the actual hand grip is like in pieces. I go, what happened? She's like, it just snapped out of my hand. And I'm like, holy crap. And it did the same thing to me. So obviously the flywheel sheared. I don't know how he did it. So.
Oh, well.
Anyway.
Yeah. So we'll see if this lad comes back anyway. We'll have a word. I know I was going to ask you guys. I just need to look it up a minute. There's somebody I've found trying to sell a couple of mowers, and it's not a name I recognize. I might need to come back to you in a minute, but I keep looking for it. I just wonder if I have your opinions of them. Okay. Just give me 5. I'll have a look a minute.
So yeah, as I said, Ken, yeah, and Roy, what we're saying, yeah. So our rating is 0.4, and now it's 0.8. Now, ridiculously, that's over 3 weeks. You know what I mean? And now we should be going down. We shouldn't be going up. And that's my problem. I reckon we're going to go. So.
Well, was it today? It's 384 that have gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, what was it? What was the day before? I don't know. Do you know what? I haven't watched the news or any things for weeks now.
No, I don't know. It's just what there was on about it, and I was like, "What?" It was just ridiculously the way they're coming out. They're coming out with so many different numbers for the hour. I want a specific number. Tell me what it is. If it's going above 1, we need to do something about it.
It was still 3,000 new cases in the last 24 hours.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
And apparently Sheffield had in the care home 19 deaths in a care home out of 100 people. 19 in a day.
Wow.
That's what they said on the newspapers today, and that's what I was watching this morning on which one was it? BBC One, BBC and the Sky News, and also they were doing all these paper thing reviews this morning. About 11 o'clock, I was thinking, my Mrs. asked me, "Have you seen the news?" I said, "No, I don't watch in the morning." She watches all that lot, but she's just what the hell?
Yeah. Just to come back, you guys, that mower is an IBEA. IBEA.
Never heard of it.
IBEA.
Say again.
IBEA, Roy. IBEA.
No, am I still on? Yeah.
I googled them. They're quite expensive. If you Google them.
No, never heard of them.
No, no, mate. I wonder if they were maybe Italian or something. IBEA, yeah. I thought I could show you a picture if I knew how to do it, Ken, but I can't do it.
Self-propelled or roller? What is it?
No, it's a push.
Yeah, it's a red one. Normally the red.
So what are they, cheap or something, or expensive, or what?
Well, it's an Amazon one. It'll be an Amazon one. I bet you it'll be an Amazon one.
Say it again, Top.
It was 30 quid. If you, I've googled IBEA. I've googled them. And they sell them for about £400, but I've never heard of them.
Wow, blimey!
I've
never heard of it.
Sorry,
I've never heard of it.
No, my worry is I get hold of it, then I can't sell it. You know, nobody. People, everybody's heard of Mountfield. Everybody's heard of Honda. You know.
Briggs but I mean, so what was it? Self-propelled? Is it in good condition?
No, it looks. If I send you the link, if I send you put a link up here, would that help? Hang on.
Yeah. And the thing is, I'm gonna have to come out of it to go into it.
Yeah, there's a link for it.
Well, let me see if I can post it. Go on, post it, Phil. I'll see if I could put it on the screen.
There you go. That's the link.
Oh, where's the sun gone?
I don't see it yet.
The sun's gone in. It's gone in early tonight.
Yeah, it's beautiful down here.
Anybody see the link? I don't see it.
Down in Salisbury, it's beautiful, mate.
You got the link up, Phil? I don't see it.
I can't see it either.
Private chat.
It's in private chat.
Oh, the private chat.
Oh, okay.
I
got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Oh, it's on Facebook.
I got it.
The link on the front of that.
No, who did that?
Ooh.
Wait a minute.
Hey, I need to do this beard.
He's got a liquid propane powered trimmer. Yeah.
I'll leave that one alone.
Put the volume down on that.
Definitely a carbon adjustment. So when you hit it, it goes blah. I don't know how liquid, gas reacts versus. I mean, it's a mixer, right? When you have LP, it's not really a carburetor; it's more of a mixing valve, right?
Yeah.
If you have LP, you're not really liquid like a carburetor. So it probably would have to be something with the the liquid mixture. It's normally like when I convert gas engines over to LP for like generators, they basically just give you a hollowed out. It's a valve. It's just a mixing valve. I mean, Sparky, you probably seen that. It's more like a mixing valve. But he said he has one screw on it. He turns it, nothing happens. So, but he hits the gas. It's like blah blah blah. I know what to do in a gasoline one, but LP, I don't know. They used to sell those years ago when EPA got crazy. Coleman would sell these little teeny cans of like white fuel in the gas, and you screw them on like a little canister. But they didn't last. They lasted about a year. Nobody bought them. Then they came out with all the electric stuff. Now everybody's buying everything electric.
Then when I use those for it's a weed killer. They screw into it like a blowtorch to kill weeds. Like a canister.
I have one of those. I actually have. I use my gas grill tank. Yeah.
Doug is in the house, Ken.
The garage.
Oh, Doug's here?
Yeah,
Doug
is here.
Hey, Doug. What's going on, Doug? How's the connection with everybody? Can everybody hear me all right?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I can hear you fine, mate.
Yeah, good on time.
Yeah. When a lot of people at night are on the internet with their kids and stuff, we're around there with the cable, it gets kind of crazy when everyone's home and on. The signal diminishes, I guess.
Yeah. I've been like you guys. I've done. Obviously, this must be the right season. I've done pretty well the last week. Got rid of three machines, so all very happy. The problem I get now is replacing.
I've been a bit quiet at the moment.
Yeah, it's the problem I'm finding, Roy, is getting new stuff in. People want too much money for it,
What's funny? I mean, a couple of weeks ago, people were throwing mowers at me for nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, I had 5 mowers given to me, which were sellable.
Right.
Yeah.
I've still got 2 of them here. I'm saying, but I've got rid of some.
Yeah, I've got a contact that owns a skip business, and
Right.
anything comes in, he gives me a shout. So I picked up 2 day before yesterday. The first one spewed its guts in my garage. So that's
They cracked the engine in, did they?
He wasn't very well. So I took a few bits and pieces off it I can use, and it's now sat in the garage on the garden ready to go back. The other one looks okay, but it's I don't think it's seized, but the dead man's handle is not moving very well, so I need to play around.
I'll tell you what I did have in the week. I had a Chinese strimmer in. It's a multi-tool strimmer, 52cc. And they said they think it's the carburetor problem. Anyway, got it in. I tried starting it, ain't gonna start. So straight away, took the carb off, stripped the carb, cleaned the carb, put it back on. Won't even spark. Still won't spark. Put my tester on it. It's sparking, no problem. So I thought, right, I'll tell you what I've got. I've got the same machine in my shed. So what I did, I got that out. I took the carb off of that, the good carb, which I know works. Put it on their machine. Nothing. Fair enough. So I took the carburetor off of their machine, put it onto my one. First pull, started, no problem. So we know now it ain't the carburetor.
No.
So I went on, I'm starting. So what I did, I thought, all right, I'll pull it on the floor, start pulling it without the spark plug, and all this grey gunk come out of the engine.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
So he spewed as well then.
It did loads of it, mate. Loads of grey gunk. So somehow it's been sitting outside and it's got water got into the engine.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry, Ken.
So
That's an English saying, Ken. I don't know. Do you use the same word over there? When you talk about spewing its guts, it's like vomiting. It's an English word we use. Yeah.
So what I did?
We say hurling.
Yeah, what I did in the end, I left it upside down. Yeah.
Yeah.
pulled it a few times, and I left it outside to drain for a couple of days to dry out. See if that'll do it. But nah. In the end, I give up on it. Let the people know. Took it back to them, and of course they had to sort me out because of me time for doing it.
Yeah, that's the problem. Getting people to pay, isn't it? You know, it's.
Oh no, there was no problem. They paid me for me time.
I don't know what you think, guys, but I mean, if I worked out what I charged per hour for what I'm doing, I'm paying myself pennies. You know, compared up when I was working full time, and a good salary and stuff. I'm working for about tuppence 80 an hour now.
Hey Phil, I looked at that Facebook thing. Is that like a Honda clone? That engine?
Well, I don't know. That's why I was asking you guys if you'd ever heard of it. It's
the muffler looks like a Honda clone. You know, from what I saw of it.
Yeah, it's. I mean, the guy wants 30. In fact, I actually know him. He works. He's a cleaner. Where I work part time in the doctor's surgery. He's a cleaner there, so I do know him, and he's a pretty straight guy. But I don't want to insult him because he's got a mount field for sale as well. He's got a nice mount field. So I've offered him. He wants £30 for it. So I took a jump and I offered him 25. And it's a mower I can sell tomorrow morning. But,
that's good then.
I don't want to.
Can you put the picture up?
Hold on. Let me see. I'm going to hit share screen, and then I'm
not good at this, Roy. Sorry, mate.
Let me see if it works. Hold on, guys. Hold on.
So you think it might be a Honda wannabe?
Maybe, but it's got its own name. It's got a good. If you look up on Google, it's a well-known company.
Yeah.
Just going for refreshments.
Hold on. I'm hitting share screen. Nothing's happening. Hold on. Huh. Content. All right. Hold on. I'm going to hit share.
Yeah, but if I can work out to do that, I'd do it, guys. I think my PC stops me from doing it.
Are you in your dressing gown?
Yeah, I just got out the bath.
Hold on.
Yeah, I got out the bath. I was completely manky, Roy. I was completely manky, Roy.
Right. Can you guys see it?
There you go.
Can you get any closer with it?
There you go.
Can you get any closer with it?
I don't see a zoom anywhere. Hold on. I just see you could hit the one picture or the second picture.
You're getting an echo.
But I don't see any zoom or anything.
I couldn't see a zoom either.
Yeah, I'm going around the screen.
I'm getting a double.
Almost looks like I'm getting a double. You know?
No, they're not very clear. Not very clear pictures.
If you Google it, though, Google the name.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm in this place.
I might just stay away from it.
Let me hear. Hold on here.
Yeah, that's sharing the screen, Ken. I'm not quite sure to do that. I've had a few problems, so. But I might leave that one alone, I think, rather than.
That's better. No, it wasn't about you hit share screen. You hit share screen, and then you click on the picture of your screen, and then it comes up. So it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, mine comes up. Browsers block the screen.
I've never heard of it anyway.
No, I'm going to leave it alone. I don't want to get landed with something I can't get rid of.
That's fair enough.
I mean, you guys ever hear that brand that Jason just put up?
If he takes 15 quid for it, it could be a good bargain.
Yeah. I think he's he's a bit of a he's a good guy, but he's a bit weird, like, you know, he's you know what I'm saying.
Hey Phil, I'm seeing what Will said. What does he think? You're in a bathrobe?
Yeah. I've just got out of the bath.
Ah, there you go.
I've just got in the workshop half hour ago, and I was up to there in Greece. Honestly, I was not messing. I look, well, whatever. I was a bit mucky. So I jumped in the bath. I thought, oh, bollocks, I can't be bothered.
Uh-oh. That was the name, right? Phil, IBEA?
Yeah, IBEA, yeah.
Okay. No, because Will was asking. He may know something. I don't know why Roy keeps cutting out.
Well,
Yeah,
network is bad at the moment. Mine is pretty bad as well.
Is it? Okay.
It's been bad for a good few days now.
Mm.
It's
Will
one
says
of
they
them.
reported.
Yeah, I was thinking of you, Sparky, the other day, mate. I know that's a bit weird as well. That carburetor I've been playing around with on that tiller got a dead man on it. And I had a dead man switch, the kill switch. And for the life of me, I could not work how that went back on that carb. Eventually, a stick goes on there, but I still, because it has to ground through the linkage.
I sent you a picture, though, didn't I, Phil? I sent you.
Yeah. Eventually, and I sussed it, Cam.
Yeah.
But it grounds out through the linkage.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Literally.
Yeah, it's a bell crank there, that bell crank. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I stripped down and repaired this today.
Is that Bostitch?
Nice.
It's an air gun nailer stapler thing.
Is that gas or electric, Roy?
Pneumatic,
No,
right?
it's air. It's
Oh,
air.
Yeah.
Air one. It's an 18 gauge. It was absolutely rusted. I stripped it down today and using the air on it today, and it's working. So yeah, that's good. Done
Looks
that
nice,
today.
mate. Good job. Talk about
What is that, Jen? What brand?
It's called a Cosmo.
Oh, okay.
I've never heard of it, but
Yeah.
Looks well made.
It's a 3-in-1.
Yeah.
It looks like
It
a
takes
Stanley
staples.
Bostitch.
Yeah, it takes staples, T-nails, and normal nails as well. Well, 18 gauge pin nails.
They call them pads, don't they? Is it called pads? Pad nails.
It's a brad nailer, what they call it.
Yeah, Brad. Yeah.
Well, I like that smart.
And the good thing about it,
yeah,
it actually takes the nails from the size of 15 mil up to 50.
Wow.
So you can cut 50, 20, 25, 30, 32, 35, 38, 40s, 45, and 50s. So you can loads of different types. And the other things about it is you can adjust how far it goes in. So if it ain't enough, and it's got some sort of let's get it right, exhaust system here, where you adjust that, and it lets how much air comes out of it to direct how far it actually goes into different types of wood.
Oh, right.
So if it's a soft, if it's a soft wood,
yeah.
Oops, what's he doing?
You drop the power down.
Oh, he's got a gimbal. He's got a gimbal.
Gimbal bearing, yeah.
Yeah, I've got a GDI 1.3. It was left on my doorstep.
That's nice.
That is cool.
Somebody left it on my doorstep.
Like what the professional filmmakers use.
Yes, and I do. I'm going to use it for doing my slow videos.
How does it tilt, though, Spark?
How much was that?
Electronic.
Oh, wow.
Tilts and all.
That's pretty
And it
cool.
goes back to the beginning again.
Oh, you've got a button. How much was that, Paul?
It didn't cost me a penny. Somebody got me it off the internet as off the Amazon wish list.
What is it, Spark? You got a brand or something?
Right.
What is it?
Yeah, GDI. And it folds up, then this one
I'll
folds
tell you
up.
what, I've got a wish list,
cool.
right? And I've had my wish list for about 3 months, and I ain't got a dicky bird out of it.
Just don't put torch plugs on them, Roy, okay? No torch plugs on the wish list.
Yeah.
Well, I take my screen.
I don't advertise it. That's what it is.
Yeah, but I didn't advertise mine. Mine's not on my Facebook. Mine's on my Facebook only as a family one and a friend's one. And a friend in America bought me it. A friend of mine.
What are those
Nice.
runs, Sparky? Are they expensive?
About 130 quid.
Wow.
Ooh, lovely.
About 130 quid. You get it from Argos on sale now, about 100 quid. But I've never I've got a GoPros, I've got all the other stuff, but I've never had a gimbal. But this person said to me, "You've got a surprise coming through the box," and I said, "I don't want nothing expensive. Cup of coffee, usual stuff." And this was on the doorstep.
Wow.
Nice.
So I was like,
Nice.
"Yeah." Amazon
You know who gave it to
International.
Right.
Pardon?
Listen, Ken and everyone, I've got to shoot off now.
Yeah.
I've got to go and sort some dinner out. Got to go and have me curry now.
Good seeing you, Roy.
Yeah, it's been great
Yeah, take
being
care,
up. Thanks for
Roy,
having
take
me up.
care.
Yeah, and see you later,
Right,
everyone.
Roy.
Everyone in the chat, cheerio.
Wife's
See you
come to
later.
say hello as well.
Good night, Roy.
Hello there.
Hello, I can barely move.
Just finished a day in the operating theatres. There you go, look.
There you go.
Ooh.
Thanks for your service.
Yeah, see you later.
Bye, Roy.
Cheers, Rob.
Oh,
Had a good day, love?
I haven't had lunch, nothing.
Oh, there. You got a bit of tuna fish for dinner.
So she
Wife
comes
just got
home
in,
from
guys.
work,
Sorry, she's just done a well, just shy of a 12-hour shift in theatres. So,
And what do you say to her? What's for dinner?
no, she's asked me. I cooked the dinner, guys.
There you go.
We had slow pork in a baguette, a French
She's
baguette.
not eating. She's not eating. I left her in the bath, so she could get in my bath. And then, I was dirty. I didn't need. I wasn't dirty enough, so it's all clean.
Yeah, Ken. As I was saying to you, I've got GoPros. I've got all the equipment because I've been doing photography for over 20 years. I've got high-end cameras, but a lot of people, like I say, said to me, "What do you really need?" And I just made a small list up, a private list that I give out to the people that I said, "This is the list. This is what I need." And this person's just done it at Amazon International. Amazon International did it, and I was like, "Yeah, but Amazon, it's going to be expensive." Amazon, they refer it back to UK Amazon, and they send it out from that way, and that's how they did it. And I was like, "I know the person is now," and they said they want to stay anonymous, and I said, "You shouldn't have done that. You should have just let me get it myself." He said, "I hit the jackpot." I said, "What do you mean you hit the jackpot?" I got the mother of all. I was like, "What do you mean, mother of all loads?" He said, "The garden of my dreams," and I got paid for it, and I wanted to help a friend out. So
let me ask you, if someone buys something on that wish list from the U.S., do they still pay the VAT over there?
Yeah, apparently so. He wouldn't tell me how much it was, but on Amazon it's about $130, $140. So about $200.
We have to pay duty and everything coming in, don't we, Paul?
Yeah, about $200 it would have been, nearly $200.
Wow. Holy cow.
But I just said to him, the guy just literally come from Amazon, literally just dumped on the doorstep, pressed the doorbell, went, and I went back on the doorbell camera to see what it was, and it's just like Amazon person.
Yeah.
I was like blown away. But I'm enjoying it.
Just for a bit of advice a minute, guys, before I leave you alone, because obviously I need to go and cook some dinner. I've got this petrol tank, Ken. I need to clean it out, I think. I've got some lead shot I thought about putting in there and shaking it about.
Yeah,
I've heard about using nuts and bolts. I've heard about gravel and vinegar.
But do you have a like a oscillating sander, like a vibratory sander or anything like that in your tools? Your pad sander that oscillates?
Yes, I do, yeah.
If you take that and put a clamp around the tank and turn it on, the vibration with the ball bearings or nuts and bolts with some dish soap and water, leave that on for an hour or so. That would give you a nice good feel. All the stuff out of it.
And then what would you wash it out with?
Oh, I just wash it out with soap and water first, and then gas when you're done.
Okay, so I think I need to do
but
that.
you need a good vibration though to get the stuff buzzing in there.
Yeah, sure. Because
some people actually you don't have what we call a reciprocating saw, like a sawzall or something like that, like a reciprocating saw.
I've got an air powered one, yeah.
Because what people do too is they fasten a long blade, put the tank on the blade, so it does this back and forth. That'll shake the hell out of it, and that'll get you a nice finish too. People, they use that to shake up spray paint cans. They'll actually tape the can onto a long blade and let the thing shake the spray paint up.
Right, because I'm getting to the point now when I'm ready to have a go and get this little tiller motor to start. I'm a bit concerned. It doesn't have a huge amount of compression, but it's only a little 3.5 Briggs and Stratton, so I'm not sure quite just how much compression it should have.
Have you had the head off or no?
Yeah, and it looked clean. The valves were good.
How's the head gasket, though? Did you put a new one on?
No, I put the original one back on, but it was in good condition.
Was it? Okay, because sometimes what I'll do is I'll take some of that, they call it Indian something, the shellac, a little bit of that on the head gasket, just to give it a little more, oomph,
Yeah, because I've talked it down to about, I think it was down to about 10 or 15 Newton meters. Because that's alloy head going into cast borrow.
What size are the bolts? 5/16 or quarter, or what are they?
They were
probably 5/16.
Yeah.
So 5/16 usually I'll do about 20, 22 foot-pounds, whatever that is.
I'm a little bit conservative on the old, especially the old stuff. I don't want to be starting stripping threads or nothing.
Yeah, true.
But, I mean, I can turn the flywheel at the moment, and I can feel compression.
Yeah,
but I can still turn it over,
But do it in reverse, because if there's a compression release on the cam, if you do it in reverse, you'll feel the real compression.
Yeah, would it have one? This motor must be.
Sometimes they'll have a little bump on the cam lobe on the exhaust, just a little bit of a bump. But a lot of times, though, if you spin it in reverse, it defeats it, so you can really feel what the compression is.
Yeah, I reckon this is like mid-late 80s. Sorry, beg pardon, mid-late 60s. This motor was. I need to get the serial number off actually, and then get somebody like you guys to date it for me.
Did you have the three numbers though? The model type and code off of the shroud.
Yeah, I can see it, and I to be honest with you, Ken, I've been a bit lazy. I've been messing around with other stuff as well at the moment, but I'm just concerned. I mean, oh dear. I mean, how much compression do you need at the end of the day for a little tiny 3 or 5?
Enough to start it. That's all I can say.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Okay. All right. Listen, guys, I'm going to leave you in peace because I need to go and cook some dinner for She Who Must Be Obeyed. I want to catch up with you tonight because I always missed you, Ken, and I apologize for that.
Well, go on Snobbies later. I'll be on Snobbies later.
Yeah. Okay, guys. In the meantime, stay safe. Great to see you both.
You too. Take care, Phil.
Take care now. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Sorry about that, Ken. I'm just talking to the missus about something. We're organising a do, don't worry, for a birthday. It's soon going to be a birthday, so we're just going to organise the party. Yeah, organise it for the up on the Thursday because your birthday's on the 7th. So I think you know what I mean. 7th. Yeah, 7th. So up on the Wednesday, the Friday. Yeah, we'll organise it that way.
All right, Sparky, I'm going to head it off now. It's over an hour.
Yeah,
I got to
no worries. No worries.
Stuff. So I'll be on Snobbies later. Those that
I will be on Snobbies anyway. Take it easy. Have a good one.
All right. We'll see you guys later. Take care.
See you, everyone. Bye. Bye.
Thanks, Spark. All right, guys. That's it for today. I'll be on Snobby Scrap Picker later. If anyone wants to join up there, I will be there. And he said it's 8 o'clock his time UK, so that would be 3 p.m. Eastern time here. So hopefully we'll see you guys over there. Take care, everybody.